Hello and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are looking at output devices. We are looking at output devices. So we will look at what output devices are, their examples, and then the advantages and disadvantages of using output devices. So let's jump right into the lesson. Okay, so the first question that comes in mind is what is an output device? What is an output device? Okay, so output devices are hardware devices that gives out information from the computer. So they are devices that gives out information from the computer. They tell us what is they tell us or they show us what is happening inside the computer. So the information given out may be in the form of an audio, it might be an audio from the speaker, a visual, something you can see from a monitor, and then textual, like a text or a hard copy. So it can be an audio like this, it can be a projector or a monitor like this. It can be a text from the PC, or it can be something that you print. You print using the printer. Now there are examples of output devices. So examples of output devices. So we have the monitors. A monitor is an output device. A speaker is an output device. So this is a monitor. A monitor is an output device. A projector is an output device. We have speakers here, speakers, and this is a printer. A printer is an output device. Then we have this special printer which is called the projector. So the projector is also an output device. Okay, so let's look at a soft copy and a hard copy. Soft copy and a hard copy. If you say soft copy, what does it mean? A soft copy, as you can see here, is the information that is displayed on the screen. So if you have an information on the screen, like this lesson, you are viewing it on the screen, maybe a mobile phone or a desktop or a laptop or any digital device. So this is a soft copy. And a hard copy is what you print. The printed version of the soft copy is the hard copy. So we have the physical Bible, that is a hard copy. And if you are reading the same Bible on a phone, that version you are reading is the soft copy. So if you say soft copy, they are outputs that are displayed on the monitor or the screen. So outputs that are displayed on the monitor or the screen are called soft copy. Just like we just as we have here. And then if they are printed on the paper, if they are printed on the paper, then that version is called a hard copy. So hard means printed on paper, soft copy means it is displayed on the monitor. Now let's look at the differences between hard copy and soft copy. If we have hard copy and soft copy, what are some of the key differences between them? So the first one is soft copy is displayed on screens. So as we said, they are displayed on screens, but hard copies, they are printed on papers. So this one, they are printed on papers. Now soft copy is in the digital format. Digital means that it is on the phone. On the phone, it's something that's on the phone or that we keep on the computer. But the physical format is for the hard copy, which means it is something that is printed that we can hold and feel, and like it's physical. It's something that's physical. Now the soft copy, it is easy to modify. It is easy to modify. If you want to make some changes to soft copy, you can easily do those changes. But for hard copy, it is difficult to modify. It is difficult to modify. Soft copies, they are stored on hard drives or cloud storage or USB drive. So those ones, the soft copies, they are stored in on storage devices. But for the hard copy, they are stored in physical spaces like the cupboards, the file cabinets, on the table, and those things. So the hard copy, they are stored on physical, they are stored in physical spaces. Now the soft copy can also be accessed remotely through the internet. So they can be accessed through the internet. You can be in your house, use your phone, and then you can get a soft copy, like the video you are watching. There's a soft copy. But for the hard copy, you can't do that. You can access it on the internet. You have to be there physically to be able to access it. And then for the soft copy, they are distributed electronically through email. You can distribute it through email, through WhatsApp, through any data sharing media. You can use to share soft copy. And for the hard copy, they are distributed through physical means. That means you have to maybe walk to that place to deliver it, or you can use the post office services to deliver the hard copy. Okay, so let's look at one special output device, which is called the graphene plotter. Which is called the graphene plotter. So the graphene plotter, if you see the graphene plotter, it's a special kind of printer that draws high quality images on very large pieces of paper. We want to draw high quality images on a large piece of paper like this. That means we can't use our normal printers, but we need special types of printers that will be able to do that job for us. So those special kinds of printers that print such huge drawings on large pieces of paper is what we call graphene plotter. So these are pictures of different types of graphene plotters that we have. So what are some of the uses of graphene plotters? Some of the uses of graphene plotters. The first one is they are used to draw plans of buildings. They are used to draw plans of buildings. If you are building a house and you want to make a huge drawing of the plan, you need a graphene plotter to do so. They are used to draw large scale maps. You want to draw maps. You want to draw maps like the Ghana map and those maps that we paste in the classrooms. We use the graphene plotters to do that as well. And then they are used to draw diagrams of machines. We want to produce huge or big diagrams of machines. We have to use graphene plotters. Now let's move on to the next um, output device, which is the multimedia projectors. Data and multimedia projectors. It's the same as projectors. So if you say projectors, I believe you've seen a projector before. So this is a projector, this is a projector. So a projector is a device that takes input from various sources like the computer, the flash drives, and then they display them on a large screen. So they are used to show information to a large group of people. It takes input from a computer and then it will enlarge it on a screen so that a large number of audience of people can see what's going on. So they are commonly used in presentations. We use it in the classrooms. We even use it in the house to maybe um, during family time you can use it to project videos on the wall or on the screen that everyone can see the video. What are some of the uses of projectors? Yes, what are some of the uses of projectors? So you can see that we can use projectors in a classroom for business presentation. So let's take it one by one. They are used for business presentations. Yes, if a business wants to make a presentation to maybe the staff or the customers, we can use projectors. They are also used for educational purposes, like for the classroom, for presentation. We can use it in the classroom as well. And they can be used for training purposes. So if you want to train some group of people, you use a projector to project whatever you want to let them know so that they can see it very well. They are used for home entertainment. So you can Okay, so let's look at the Pico projectors. The Pico projectors. First of all, we have Pico and we have projectors. So Pico means very small. Pico, the word Pico means very small. So Pico projectors generally means small projectors. So what are Pico projectors? A Pico projector is a small portable projector that you can easily carry in your pocket or bag. So they are very small versions of the normal projectors that we can carry in our bags or we can carry wherever we are going. So we have to also know that they are very compact and they are light in weight. They are very small and they are not very heavy, just like our mobile phones, and then you can carry them along. So if you look at this picture here, if you look at this picture, this is a Pico projector used for a presentation on data points. So this is a classic example of a Pico projector that is being used by a small number of people for a presentation. And this is also a Pico projector connected to the phone, and then it is displayed on a wall. Now you have types of Pico projectors. You can see that they are all small projectors, but they kind of have some special properties, and then we classify them as different types of projectors or different types of Pico projectors. So if you look at this one, it is standing by itself. It is standing by itself. So that one is called a stand-alone projector. Look at this one. This is the stand-alone projector. A stand-alone projector. So this is a stand-alone projector. Okay. I have embedded models. Embedded models. So those ones, they are embedded in an already existing device that we have. So this is a phone, and then those Pico projectors are embedded in it. Embedded in it. So those are the embedded models. And then we have the USB Pico projectors. So those ones, they are basically connected using the USB connector. So that one, this one here. And we have the multimedia player Pico projectors. So they are basically used for multimedia, just like this one. Now, what are some of the advantages of um, output devices? Why do we have to use output devices? So the first one is they generally, in general terms, they help us to see what's going on in the CPU. So to be able to know what's going on, in the CPU, we have to get an output device. So specifically, if you take projectors, they enhance the viewing experience of a large audience. They enhance the viewing experience They enhance the viewing experience of large audience. If you are a large group of people you are trying to watch on a smartphone, it becomes very difficult for you to watch. But if you have a projector, everyone can sit at a comfortable position and then view what's going on. Then we have projectors help in easy presentation of information. So they help us to be able to present our ideas in a professional way, which is very easy. And if you take plotters, they make high quality images on large sheets of paper. They make high quality images on large sheets of paper. Some output devices, they are very portable, like the Pico projectors, which means we can carry them along, we can take them whenever we are traveling, and that makes life very easy. And then we have some output devices are battery powered, so they are not affected by power outages. So if you have an output device which is powered by a battery, when there is power outage, like we have doomsaw, you won't be affected by the power outage because they power themselves using the battery. Now let's look at the disadvantages of output devices. What are some of the disadvantages of output devices? Now the initial cost. The initial cost. The initial cost of some output devices are very high. If you take a projector or a printer, if you want to acquire a projector or a printer, the cost is very high. So the cost is an is a disadvantage in this aspect. And then some output devices require regular maintenance. You have to maintain it, send it to the repairer so that they will do some works on it over and over again, and that is also a disadvantage. If you take projectors, they usually require dark rooms to work properly. So projectors, when the day is bright, if you have a bright day and you're trying to project something, it becomes very difficult to see. So we usually use them in dark rooms, and it's in dark rooms that we can see what we are presenting very clearly. Then most projectors require separate audio systems. The projectors come with audio systems, but their audio system is not very good. They don't produce that much quality audio or sound. So you have to connect them to an external audio systems, which will give us the best of the sound experience that we are looking for. Some projectors depend only on electricity. So some output devices, they depend only on electricity. Like let's say the monitor or the printer, they mostly depend on the electricity. So when there are power outages, they are affected, and then they can damage or they can become faulty as a result of that. And then if we are using output devices like the screen, if we are looking on the screen for a very long period of time, it can cause some health problems like the eye strain or the fatigue. The eye strain or the fatigue. So these are some of the disadvantages of output devices. So very soon we've come to the end of the output devices. We've come to the end of output devices. So I'd like you to take your time and go over what we've done so that you have a better understanding. Okay, so if you like this lesson and you want to get more from this channel, I'll urge you to subscribe and then share with your friends as well. The next lesson you'll be looking at is the storage devices. So stay tuned as I bring you the next lesson, which is on storage devices.